Hi, my name is Gauri. In this video, you'll learn how to export setup data to a configuration package. You will need the application implementation consultant role to perform this activity. Before you can export to a configuration package, you must create an implementation project as described in the Manage Setup Using Implementation Projects tutorial. To start, go to the Setup and Maintenance work area. Open the task panel and then go to Manage Configuration Packages. Next, create a configuration package. To create a configuration package, first select an implementation project. The task list of the implementation project determines which setup data will be exported. A default name is assigned to the configuration package based on the name of its source implementation project. You can change the name to something more meaningful if you want. Go to the next step. This table shows what setup will be exported. This list is determined based on the task list of the implementation project you selected as the source of this configuration package in the previous step. When you select a setup object, if it has any predefined filters, those filter values are shown here. For example, when you submit this export process, setup data for application standard lookup will be filtered by only the values shown. Some of the setup objects may not have predefined filters, but you can still add one or more filter values to restrict export to a smaller set of setup data. For example, legal entity does not have any predefined filters, however, you can add filters. Since you've set up many legal entities but want to export only one of them, add it as the scope. Add the Spain legal entity. You can select additional legal entities, but this is all you need for now. Since you've finished your selection, save and close. The selected legal entity is displayed in the bottom table. When you submit this export process, setup data of this legal entity will be exported. Now go to the next step. By default, the export process runs as soon as you've submitted. However, you could choose to schedule it for a later time. For now, keep the default option and submit the process. You receive a warning that if you continue, the configuration package will be locked and exported using the definition you have specified. You will no longer be able to edit this configuration package. If in the future you want to export with different scope, you will have to create a new configuration package. Select Yes to continue. The configuration package you just created and submitted for export is shown here. When you select it, the Export and Import Processes table displays the details of the processes. The status of the export process you just submitted is in progress. Continue to monitor it until it completes. The export process has completed successfully, so download the configuration package file. You will use this file later to import the setup data into the environment where you want to migrate your setup. Watch the Importing Setup Data from Configuration Packages video next to learn how to import setup data from the exported file. Thanks for watching.